Hello, I'm Keith Platty, AASHTO's Associate Program Director for Project Delivery. I'm pleased to announce the release of the 6th edition of the Standard Specifications for Structural Supports of Highway Signs, Luminaires, and Traffic Signals. These specifications serve as a standard and a guide for the design, fabrication, and erection of new supports for highway signs, luminaires, and traffic signals, as well as the repair and rehab of these structures. This new edition, which was developed by the AASHTO Highway Subcommittee on Bridges and Structures, supersedes the 5th edition, which was published in 2009 with interims in 2010 and 11. The new edition includes 13 sections and 4 appendix. Here's a brief overview of each section. Section 1, titled Introduction, provides an overview of the publication, related definitions, and the types of supports covered in the document. Section 2, titled Structural Supports, provides information on the minimum requirements for aesthetics, clearances, constructability, inspectability, and maintainability for structural supports. Section 3, titled Loads, specifies the minimum requirements for loads and forces, the limits of their application, and the load combinations that are used for the design or structural evaluation of supports. Section 4, titled Analysis and Condition, describes methods for analyzing the design of structural supports. Section 5, titled Steel Design, specifies design provisions for structural supports made of steel, including round and multi-sided tubular shapes, I-shaped sections, channels, and anchor bolts. This section has also been expanded to include design guidelines for fatigue-critical multi-sided tubular sections, longitudinal seam welds, tube-to-transverse plate connection welds, anchor bolt installations, and stiffened connections. It includes new figures for fillet-welded gusset box connections and ring-stiffened box connections, as well as updates and new figures for handhold welds, weld inspection, holes, and cutouts. Section 6, titled Aluminum Design, specifies design provisions for structural supports made of aluminum alloys. Section 7, titled Prestressed Concrete Design, specifies design provisions for prestressed concrete members. Section 8, titled Fiber-Reinforced Composite Design, specifies design and testing provisions for fiberglass reinforced polyester composites. Section 9, titled Wood Design, specifies design provisions for wood structural supports that apply only to cantilever wood posts and poles. Section 10, titled Serviceability Requirements, provides an overview of the serviceability requirements for support structures. Section 11, titled Fatigue Design, contains provisions for the fatigue design of cantilevered and non-cantilevered steel and aluminum structural supports. This section has also been expanded to allow design of support structures using nominal stress-based classifications of technical connection details, or using the alternative local stress-based and/or experimentally based methodologies. New tables have been included to determine the fatigue resistance of typical connection details and support structures of finite and infinite life designs. And the section now includes separated provisions for high-mast lighting towers. Section 12, titled Breakaway Supports, addresses the structural, breakaway, and durability requirements for structures required to yield, fracture, or separate when struck by an errant vehicle. These include roadside signs, luminaires, call boxes, and pole-top mounted traffic signal supports. The final section, Section 13, titled Foundation Design, specifies design requirements for drilled shafts, spread footings, piles, and screw-in helixes for foundations of structural supports. This 298-page specification is available in both print and as an online downloadable PDF. To order a copy, contact the AASHTO bookstore by phone at 800-231-3475 or order online at bookstore.transportation.org and search the bookstore by publication item code LTS6. This concludes the overview of the new 6th edition of the Standard Specifications for Structural Supports of Highway Signs, Luminaires, and Traffic Signals. On behalf of the AASHTO Highway Subcommittee on Bridges and Structures, thank you for watching and be sure to purchase your copy today.